Hello, everyone. Tech is not being our friend this evening. So here we go. Fiddle, fiddle, fiddle. Brad's still trying to log on. And look, I'm just going to go live anyhow because we're here. Nothing ever runs perfect in life, does it? So, all us ravers out there know that we're going to have some challenges thrown at us. So, let's not shy away and just get on with it. I have been certainly here trying to get all of this to move in the right direction. I think we're going to go okay. Brad's rebooting his computer. We hope then he has voice and sound and video. That's the word I'm after. To actually come and join me this evening. Otherwise, I'm going to have to wing it, and I'm just going to make up everything I can that I can remember that Brad's been telling me. I could say anything, Brad. He'd be absolutely dropped in the mud. Excellent, people. What an amazing day, too. We're here already. Can you believe it? It has been the most spectacular weather, I think, in most of the country for getting out and doing some activities today. So we have some fairly significant race updates for you, particularly at the pointy end of the pack. There's been some amazing, amazing, amazing kilometres logged today. Everyone got out and enjoyed the spring weather. Today, we're going to quickly zap through our fundraising. How incredible. We are at 37,969 dollars. Did I even say that? $37,969. Oh my god! Oh god! The technology certainly has me frazzled. And so we're 30,000 away from what we raised through direct donation last year, and we're only at day 2. So phenomenal, phenomenal effort. In terms of the fundraising board, you can see that on the website, and certainly those same organisations are up there being really strong. So we thank you, thank you. And as I've said multiple times, is that the great thing about those donations is they go directly to the Love Bites program. We don't take commissions, we don't take administration fees or anything like that. So within the next few months that money will be training Love Bites facilitators. Over the last 4 years, RAV has invested $400,000 into the Love Bites program to ensure that every Australian teenager has access to respectful relationship education. Now, that $400,000 has been spent on a range of projects. First of all, obviously, facilitator training has been really important. We put priority on situations and locations is the word I'm after, where you have remote and regional areas in particular where it can be difficult to raise the funds to get facilitators trained. But also, RAV has invested in some very important infrastructure projects to ensure that the program can actually be. Brad's trying to log in, and I still see devices not connected. Brad, go back to the drawing board on that one. To build and put in play infrastructure projects such as the community hub for the folk out there who are Love Bites facilitators. You'll be aware that there is now a website that you can log on to know who the trained facilitators are in the area, etc. That was funded. The seed funding of that was provided by Run Against Violence. The recently released Tuned In modules, which you'll be hearing about throughout these next couple of weeks, is also funded by our RAV community, and it's a big game changer for anyone that's facilitating workshops with youth. We have also funded adaptations of the program. So the Southwest Sydney Indigenous Youth adaptation, for instance, has been partly funded by Run Against Violence, and that's critical so that we can have the program delivered in a way that's actually culturally sensitive and well informed. We want the program to work. We're not doing this purely for tokenism or to make ourselves feel good about ourselves. It's about creating long-lasting change. And as we often talk about, the mission of Run Against Violence is to build communities where family violence no longer lives. It's not just a token statement. We're not just raising awareness. We are doing the hard work to build those communities. And later in the coming weeks, during the campaign and during the event, you are going to hear about a phenomenal new program that we are going to be leading. And it is our first pilot for the program is happening in the Hillshire in Sydney. And once we've been through the pilot process, we will be rolling it out nationally. It's very exciting. It's another big game changer for that process of building communities where family violence no longer lives. I'm extremely excited. But this money, all of these donations go directly to the Love Bites program, and that will always be the case. The money that is raised through your registrations and the sale of merch, it comes into RAV, and then we also top up that donation to NAPCAN and also use it to fund other initiatives that we've invested in over time. The leadership team of Run Against Violence are all volunteers. So you know that we're not, absorbing a lot of cost. A lot of that margin, it all goes to where it needs to be. Brilliant. 37,000. Let's see if we can't. Our ultimate dream is always 100,000. That would bring us to $500,000 invested. So, gosh, if we can get anywhere near that this year, particularly at a time when I know things are financially tough, I know that. I appreciate that. I live in a small country town and I can see the impact it's having on businesses everywhere. So, $5, $10, $20. I feel like I'm at a telethon right now. Please do it. Please contribute to that, because there's a lot of Love Bites facilitators that are now part of the RAV event. And it's wonderful to see them giving back, and they can all tell you exactly the impact that this has on young people in our schools. So well done, everyone. I can see Brad. I can see him. I can Brad. Yay! Well done, mate. Well done.
Technology sometimes just makes you smile.
Absolutely. Now I'm on Wiradjuri country. Where are you coming from, Brad?
I'm from Darug country.
Oh, I was wondering what it's classified as up there, or where that falls into. So anyone else that's listening, I know there's a few people out there listening. So stick in the comments whereabouts you are at the moment. We would love to know, because we come from all over Australia and we're incredibly fortunate to live on this land, and to share this land with so many people from so many backgrounds, and to see everyone coming together as part of the Run Against Violence Virtual Team Challenge is quite phenomenal. Oh, so good to have you here, Brad. How's your day been?
It hasn't been as stressful as yesterday, so that's always a good one. So I managed to get for a run, which was always good as well.
I might get you to lean a little bit closer to your mic, Brad. It's just a little bit soft, buddy.
I try and rearrange things to make the screen sort of work a bit better, but
yeah, no worries.
I was saying the day's been good, thank you. Much not as hectic as yesterday from a support point of view, and we're just sort of mopping up some of those issues now. So
brilliant. So the support ticket list, I know on day one there's always a lot of support tickets come through. Are most of those being cleared now?
A good percentage of them have been. They're just sort of the sticky ones now. We've found a couple of people have 2 Runkeeper accounts and things like that, and they've been connected to one and they need to connect to the other. And the second one is an Apple ID thing, and I don't quite know where that comes from. But it's those type of trickier ones rather than just having a simple connection. So we have a process with those now, so just working through those. But I think yesterday I was saying we had nearly 700 results. Today we have nearly 1,300 results.
Whoa.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So 500, we had 500, and all up, we have 530 people who now have at least connected. Some of those people still have zeros. So there's about 250 still have zeros. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. I think in 2 days we managed to get most people on. And as I said, I think, we'll just need to work through these couple of last little tricky ones. Dara country as well. There. I think just some people are still struggling on how to connect to Runkeeper, so we might just post something. Remember that little video we did in the how-to? That might be something we just need to do at some point in time again, just to remind the last few. But no, that's basically been the day. Just sort
Wow,
of look
that's
through those
pretty
ones.
cool. And I
It
know,
is.
yeah, absolutely. We're getting smoother every year. The technology's gradually catching up to our imaginations.
Well, if you
Like, we just
reflecting
make
on your
this,
comment yesterday as well.
again. It's always one of the challenges of being the only event like this in the entire world, is that the technology is always playing catch up. But gosh, it's come a long way in 6 years, hasn't it? 7 years
Well, if you remember
compared
the
to what
first year where we
first
had them, registered, we had to go on to Run Down Under. We had to log our things there. It's sort of it's moved a lot since then, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Mm,
absolutely.
mm. So yeah,
Oh,
I did.
beautiful.
So what was the picture you had at the front when you started?
The
I missed
picture
the.
I had at the front.
Oh,
Alright, let me see. Now you're getting me out of order if I talk about
I
that.
don't.
I
I
reckon
don't.
we can do that.
I can always.
No,
I can always go
okay,
back and look at
let's
it
just
again.
go. I'm just trying to think which picture was it? Was it this one? Whoop, let me go on to somebody's gonna learn to drive it. No, come on. Right.
I can always go back and it's. Um,
Yeah, I don't here we go. Add to stage. There we go. That one.
there you go.
Was that the one you were
Nice.
talking about?
No, I saw one a little bit later, but no, I love the new T-shirt. It looks absolutely.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. Now, these are two very, very cool people from Redlands up near Brisbane.
Yep.
Long-time ravers and sensational humans that I got to meet last year. When not la- Yeah, it was last year we did the road trip, wasn't it?
It was last year, yes.
Holy gosh.
Time flies a lot.
Brilliant.
Yeah, cool.
Absolutely. And this mob, you might recognize a few people in
Sorry,
this
yes,
mob as
yeah.
well.
Yes.
From up at our Taree, up at Manning. Some very, very, very famous, or legendary, I guess we should say,
Legendary, yes.
ravers in amongst that bunch, absolutely, that have been here since the beginning. I noticed one of the our early singlets is there. I always love that design with the native plants on it,
Black
the
one.
bottom, that sort of stuff. So yeah,
Yeah,
amazing.
that
Looks
was,
like everyone has had fantastic weather around the country.
yeah.
So
We
brilliant,
met
and these amazing people. Now,
Joe and Scott
this is the
from.
Romans, and they were at the Chelsea Bicentennial Park Run. Now, I have absolutely no idea where that is. So, if anyone knows where the Chelsea Park Run is, please let me know. Stick it in the comments. And so, Chelsea Bicentennial Park Run.
I suspect
Park
it's
run
in.
obviously happened today. Everyone was out. We went and did our local park run. Did you get along to yours, Brad?
No, I just did a road run before I signed in here this morning. I wanted, I just thought it was easy, nice to go for a run first, just before I looked at the day, what the day was unfolded. No,
Yeah. I think you needed a clear head after yesterday too. It's the level of detail that you're dealing with all that data. It's mind blowing, literally and metaphorically.
yeah.
You've done amazing. Now, some very important news, Brad, that we must get out there. Is this
Yes.
true?
Yes.
Rego closes tomorrow. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. 11:59 tomorrow night.
Brilliant. At 11:59. So do not leave it to midnight. You'll have to do it at 11:59. Is when the registration closes. The registration closes and the shop closes, I believe, Brad. Is that still the case?
that's still the
Well,
case here
Brad's just
today.
had a memory of something. He's writing down a Post-it note.
I like writing 11:59 rather than 12 because I don't know whether 12 a.m. is middle of the day or I know what typically it is, but could
Well,
be.
good. I reckon if someone's leaving it up to 11:59 to register, then maybe they just need to join the queue next year. So,
True.
team captains, if you've got anyone left that hasn't registered yet, there has been quite a few people trickling through today, then please make sure they register tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like I said, the shop closes. So if you need any merchandise of any sort, please make sure you get it purchased, because once that's shut down, then we will eventually, and it usually takes a month or two after the end of the challenge, you'll see it on our website. But certainly, we need to get that stuff out to you now. So brilliant. Anything else from a tech talk perspective, Brad, that you would like to talk about?
Probably just the map. We're still having a few little issues with the map. The race roster team automated a process for us to bring together all the results, and we're still having one or two little technical issues with that. The issue today was the conversion between kilometres and miles. That's what the problem. That's why. So that's why it was pushing people along the map further than where they were. So yeah, we're getting there. So yeah, that's the map. We have a workaround, and the map will be a bit more regular from now on as well. So, but we still haven't got the final piece working with it. But it's getting there.
Yeah. So you're doing an amazing job every year with it. Like it's I can't say enough just how darn complex the data the aggregation of the data, I guess, is a way of describing it, isn't it? And so it's certainly every year. Thank you, Margie. That the Chelsea Bicentennial Park Run sounds like there should be really beautiful flowers all along the edge. I always think of Chelsea Flower Show. I don't know if there's my gardening instinct coming out, but Chelsea Bicentennial Park Run just sounds absolutely magical. If anyone's been to it, let me know. Now, what is Julie Logan here saying? I'll have to put my glasses on for this, Julie. Right. Have someone who approached me at Parkrun. Our team is full. Who do I direct this person to so she can join our team, Brad?
She can Julie, I'll message you, but she can sign up to the Run Against Violence team, and we will find her a place in another team. We'll then send you an email explaining the process and introduce you to the team captain. So there's no problem with that. Just get her to sign up, and I'll message you with the code. It's Run Against Violence team, and the code to join is 4 zeros. But that's cool. Yeah.
Perfect. Very cool. So register as normal. They choose their registration type. When they get to the team section, they choose the team Run Against Violence. Enter the team code 4 zeros. Do not let me get the right number of zeros, and we'll take it from there. We'll allocate them onto a team and make sure they get lots of love.
Correct.
Brilliant. Okay. Well, talking about that map, let's have a look at what's been happening today, Brad.
Yeah.
Let me just. I'm going to have to put my glasses on for this one too. Right. All the little dots that were on here before seem to have disappeared, Braddo. It's a bit unstable, isn't it? Ooh. So I reckon. Oh no, they're coming on. Maybe it's just my computer's going a bit slow, because I know there's pair out here right out the front. We had a change of guard today, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Friends of the icebreakers are out in front. Yep. But there's two teams that are nearly at Hilster. Friends of the Swiss Mountain Goat, they were leading up until yesterday, but there's still a little bit of way to go. So
I remember this turn here at Moscow. It was a windy day, wasn't it? Who have we got here? Boat Crew 2 coming up behind as well. Oh, gosh. They're
There's some
very,
big
very
kilometres
strong
today.
teams.
Yeah, some huge kilometres today.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Who's back here? We've got the Knox RAVers. Well
Nice.
done, Tina's
Yeah.
team.
Yes,
Beautiful.
so we got 4 out of Ivanhoe now.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? Absolutely
Yeah.
amazing. I remember this because also that's where that really beautiful lady and her kids came and met us on the side of the road with a bottle of Gatorade. That was very cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's where, when we started that day, that the farmer came out with he drove his truck out because he saw us on the side of the road and wondered if we were broken down or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Wondered
Amazing,
what the hell we were
amazing.
doing out there.
So, anyone listening had a really good day today, or put some big Ks on the board, or achieved something a bit of a personal first, or anything? We'd love to hear what you got up to in your patch of the world today. I've seen some amazing photos of people down by beaches. I've seen people in the forest. I've seen people running along the sides of roads. There's been an enormous amount of activity go on today. So, yeah, lots of action up the front, and certainly the icebreakers from Orange have, from memory, I think they were first across the line last year.
Oh, I'll have to check that.
Yeah, because I remember I remember texting Al, and saying he's the captain of that team and going, "Oh, so are we going for the distance record, are we?" I won't repeat the answer I got back, but so all very good. Karen King's online. Hello, Karen. One of our OG Ravers. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. Thank you, Karen. Yeah, look, it's so fantastic that we've still got people here from
From the
that
original
very
run.
original run. Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
yes, yes.
Very cool. Wonderful. You had an amazing day too today, did you, Kerry? Getting that total up, amazing. Okay, talking about Al's online too. Woo! She is. So, Al, are you happy that you're out in the lead? Are you surprised about that with the icebreakers? And is that distance record under threat? Or are you going to keep quiet on me because it's
Maybe they'll
all
go
trade
keep it
secrets
quiet.
at the moment?
Yes. Yes.
Brilliant. I have put a couple of photos together from 2017. Brad, will we take a little bit of a look at those, huh?
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to go like, are we going to end up in the corner together? There we go. I think I'm going to put it on. There's so many buttons here. It's crazy. This photo, Brad, do you remember what was going on this part of the day?
In the morning. We
Yeah.
10 Ks into our run for the morning, I suspect.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'd come out in the morning and we were still on a bitumen road as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Because the road to Menindee is all bitumen. It was after that it became dirt. So
you can tell it's early in the morning because I'm smiling.
you probably had your coffee.
Alison's just confessed they're going to give it a fair shake, the distance record. I reckon they've got it in them too. In case people are feeling dejected about the kilometres that those teams have already racked up, you've got some very, very experienced ultramarathon runners on those teams. So don't try that at home. You know, these guys are incredibly fit. Yeah, so it is wonderful to watch. But of course, most of us, like me, challenged, me at the moment anyhow with my current fitness, 10 Ks is an amazing, amazing achievement for the day. So brilliant. Good, Al. I am very, very excited and happy to hear about that. Wonderful. So Menindee Day. I do remember this one quite well. So thank you for the trip down memory lane with the photos.
So
it's very cool to find. Sorry, yeah. What do you want? What memory just came to mind as you had a little laugh there, Brad?
Well, Postman Pat. the gentleman on the right, he drives that Menindee Road. Oh, sorry, the Ivanhoe Menindee Road every day. I mean, it's a nightmare of a road, and he just, it's just what he does. He delivers the mail out there. So
Yeah.
you saw him a couple of times on that road.
Yeah, so as we passed through Menindee and went out the other side, he was so he's a fellow with where we're doing the thumbs up and the thongs, and he'd be going past getting updates, his own updates each day. Where's that girl? Where's that lady running on the side of the road? I won't say what his actual words were. And
No.
very friendly, wonderful guy, lots of encouragement. I hope he's doing well out there, and life's treating him well, because he certainly brought a lot of joy into our
A lot of
lives.
smiles. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And the police, they were Broken Hill, weren't they? And they happened to
They come
be.
out. They've a Broken Hill. They come out for the day. They patrol along that road. But yeah, we met lots of friendly police
Amazing.
along the way.
And I'm pretty sure that was near the service station in Menindee too, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yes.
And what happened when you walked into the service station that day, Brad? You don't remember? I remember. Yeah, well, they went in. They were very, very nice. I've got to turn that tech talk thing on. They were absolutely lovely in terms of we went in, we had to fuel up, and then they ended up paying for our fuel for us. We tried to pay. Let us pay for
Yeah. Yes. Lots of acts of kindness along the way when people found out what we were doing, wasn't there?
Yeah, and I think that was that really epitomizes the experience that we had along that stretch for those first, I don't know, maybe, well, everyone was beautiful the whole way, but particularly out in those isolated areas. Like once we leave Menindee, you'll see some great photos from day 3. There is nothing in terms of traffic or infrastructure or anything. And yet people were driving out and checking on us and doing all sorts of amazing things to encourage us.
We had a lady who followed us a bit of the way as well. She'd go out of her way to find us, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes.
The Palmers, hello. I still remember the Palmers. So they were amazing, really, really beautiful people. Well, Brad, I think we have done it again. So a little bit longer tonight. But yeah, is there any questions or anything else that anyone would like Brad to answer? Because he won't be with us tomorrow night. We've got a special guest tomorrow night who has been doing something rather phenomenal over the last 24 hours. And if you're in the RAV Facebook group, you'll know what I'm talking about. So like I said last night, we love people to push themselves and do some form of personal first. Like for me, streaming like this is my personal first during RAV. We love to encourage people to stretch themselves. And a lady called Maria Fraser stretched herself beyond what I thought most people would ever consider doing today, and she's been very successful at it. So I look forward to bringing her and one of her coaches, Rob Lloyd, who is also an original RAVer from 2017. So we'll be meeting with them tomorrow night and having a good chat.
Cool.
Thank you, Brad. You will be coming back. You don't get out the rest of the challenge. But we'll see you in a couple of nights' time.
Yeah, good value. Have a good night.
Adios.
Bye, everyone.